I found my mic. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. How long are you going to be streaming for? I don't know, not too long. Got some schoolwork to do. Just taking a little break. Is Dreams multiplayer? Man, we've been waiting for multiplayer for about 2 years. They're still coding multiplayer. It's still not out. It's couch multiplayer, but not server-based multiplayer. That's still, yeah, that's still being made. It's gonna be a while, but all I know is that, well, it's supposedly supposed to come out this year. But all I know is that when that shit comes out, man, oh, it's fucking lit. It's gonna be so much fun. You can create with your friends, you know, so like if I was creating this, I could teach you how to create something like this while I'm playing with you, and yeah. It's gonna be pretty fun. I got a game and we stopped talking. Which game? You mean, thing? What's it called? The Force? I missed that game. I gotta play that shit. Oh, Dreams? Yeah, I could've taught you shit, but I didn't even know you got the game. I got some tutorials on Dreams too that could help you, so just look at those. And I got the Force too. Yeah, I know. I remember we yeah. I missed that game. I gotta go play that shit. Yeah, making something like this is not easy, man. Shit is hard. Literally made everything that you see in here, and you're probably like, how the fuck? How the hell? How the hell did you make something? Yeah, it's a lot of freaking learning, man. Shit is not easy. People think this thing is easy, man. They're highly wrong. Nice. Yeah, I haven't touched that game in forever. I like this road. It looks like a post-apocalyptic. That's what I was going for, though. Post-apocalyptic road. Nice. But yeah, man, there's a lot of learning for you to do before you get into this. Have you been enjoying the games? You know, like the games that people make on Dreams, have you been enjoying them? There's some really dope ass games. I'm gonna save this. Making trees like these are really hard. Most trees that you're gonna see are cartoonish type trees. But hey man, if you don't know how to create, just, I don't know, freaking, there's a whole bunch of shit, man. Literally just go to the search and just start placing shit, and you can just make anything. Now logic, basically coding, that takes time to learn. But if you like, I don't know, let's say you wanted to make something work, right? You would go here and you'd read what these do. For example, if you hover this little guy over the object here, if you hover it over for a few seconds, you'll get this, and it tells you how it works. It'll tell you exactly how it works, how to use it, and all that. You get it? So you just go through those. You don't have to read all of them, just read a little tiny bit, and you'll understand how each gadget works, and then you'll make your character play however you want to play. You'll make your character move, all that stuff. Like, it takes a lot of learning. Like fog, that's obviously fog, you know, that's a fog tool for your games. And just, yeah, stuff like that. Sun and sky, change the sun, change the sky, boom. You know, there's things you can understand. It's not that hard. Hold up, you have fucking 1.1k? Yeah, man, my shit grew. My channel grew a lot. It's because of the tutorials I make for Dreams, you know? People don't know how to do things on Dreams, and I just make it easy for people. I mean, what do you expect, man? I've been on Dreams for how long? 3 years? 2 years? I don't know. I'm still working on that the forest type of game that you saw, remember? But I'm gonna rebuild the whole map because it's pretty high on memory. So I'm gonna have to rebuild the map, but I'll show you what I got so far. Remember how last time I showed you the forest map? You know how I try to make a forest like a map like the forest? It looks good, but not as good as the one that I'm about to show you right now. So this map right here is godly, but I gotta rebuild it. As you could see, it's pretty slow because I have a lot of memory being taken. So yeah, but let me show you what it looks like. So yeah, this was like a replica, you know. Remember how I never showed you this because this I made it after a while. But yeah, this was like, remember how I told you I was working on a survival game? But yeah, as you can see, the game runs pretty slow right now, so I'm gonna have to rebuild the map. And it's literally all the trees I made, because I have way too many trees. Like, watch this, the game runs fast if I remove half of these trees. See, now it runs normal. But when I look over here, you see that frame drop? See that frame drop when I look at all those trees? Yeah, I'm gonna have to rebuild this. Yeah, it's very slow actually. Feels like freaking Cyberpunk. You know, I was gonna get the game and then I saw gameplay and I was like, nope. I'm not getting it no more. I saw gameplay and then on a base PS4 and it's awful. It's awful until they fix it. I'm not getting it. Vodka. What's up, Rotten? I'm upset, man. Cyberpunk got me upset, and I don't have the PS5 to get it. And it's still bad on the PS5, so I don't even know what to do, man. I don't think I should get it. I think I should wait till they fix it and then I'll get it. I gotta go, but I can watch you later. I don't think I'll be on later. I gotta make a website, so I gotta get to that in a few minutes. I thought you have a PC? I do, but it's not a gaming PC. Oh, yo, Rotten Cheese, look at these new trees, man. I figured out a technique on how to make new, like, brand new, realistic looking trees on Dreams. Look at that. Actual trees. Obviously these sticks are trash because I was just testing it out, but the leaves itself look realistic. Obviously this looks like shit. But yeah, look at those roads and shit, you know? Pretty awesome. I try so hard to get some like really good textures on Dreams. It's a bit hard, man. Like I said, I need Unreal Engine, but I still haven't got my gaming PC. So till then, I'm stuck with this. But yeah, look at that, man. It's freaking nice. Little zombie area here. Look at those trees, man. Look at those trees. They look amazing. And those leaves too. You know, like the plants. sadly, only sad part is that these leaves are made out of paint. Oh, I know that. But I have this thing called Quixel Megascans. Quixel Megascans library. Like, my computer can run Unreal Engine, I just don't have enough space. So I might have to get an external hard drive, and then I can run it, because my computer does run Unreal Engine, and it works perfectly fine. But I don't have enough space, so I can't really download it. I've downloaded it, but it takes like half of the space on my computer. So I have to get an external hard drive, which I do have the money to get one. I'm just thinking about, that's a good idea. But yeah, these trees, they're paint, so it's pretty hard to, like, I don't know. It's like impossible to get this type of tree with sculpt, man. I don't think it's possible. Maybe it is. I don't know. Something similar, but seriously, it's not the same. Like, watch this. I'm just gonna do some random shit. It doesn't look the same, dude. Alright, so look, I'm just doing this, right? This is one way of making leaves, by the way. Like, realistic leaves with sculpt. But, like I said, it's not the best. It looks way different, and you're gonna see the difference right now. So, alright, so look, this is the sculpt leaves, right? This is what the sculpt leaves is gonna be. Now, say I do this, boom, I put the impasto up like regular, you know, set these two dots. It's not gonna look the same, so I have to stick to the paint. Watch. Look, it has a, you see that? I don't know why sculpt looks like that compared to paint. It's so freaking bad. Like, there's a huge difference. You see that? Yeah, look at that. Huge difference. The paint leaves look way better. And that's probably why people's trees look so bad, because we're using these damn sculpt leaves, you know? Even if I did this, it'll still look bad. Watch. So look, even if I do something like this, it still looks awful compared to the paint, and it loses its resolution. So it's pretty hard to work with. It's hard to distinguish, as you can see. There's a huge difference. Look at the difference right next to each other. See that? Look at this, and look at this. See that? That looks super realistic. This looks, I don't even know what this looks like. It's pretty weird the way that this all works, honestly. I don't understand it. How that I don't understand why Sculpt doesn't look as good as this. The one looks like Coke, the other one looks like Pepsi. Yeah, man, I don't know why. Look, it's just not even with high detail. It just looks really bad. See that? Like even with high detail, it just looks awful. Look at this. Look, doesn't even have holes. Then this one's perfect. I'm gonna stick to paint. Look, I'm gonna literally stick to paint because honestly, man, making realistic foliage, paint is the way. Only thing that sucks about paints is I have to fake the shadows. I'm literally faking the shadows using an invisible sculpt because you know how paint doesn't have shadows. Look, see this? It's a separate sculpt. I'm using it to fake the shadows. And then look at what I'm telling you. Sculpt leaves look different no matter what color you make them. Look at that. No matter if you try to make them a realistic color, they just look really bad compared to the trees. Look at that. Look at the difference. Yeah, it sucks, man. I didn't know you can make it invisible and still cast shadows. Yeah, how do you think people do ghost shadows? Want to see something else that's cool? If you I'll show you this. It's super cool. I never knew this. So if you do this and you make it like full waxiness, you can actually see a shadow, like if there was an actual shadow behind a curtain, for example. So let me just show you this. You gotta make it really thin. Alright. Nope. So look, let's say you have something like this, right? Now, I believe this is the way. I don't remember so correctly. It's been a while since I did this. Basically, you get something like this. How is it? Let me see. Is it the cast shadows? Don't remember. I think I gotta put a glow on it, and you'll see it. But basically, you can cast a shadow of the puppet or whatever. I don't remember how it's done. So you see how like, see how when there's somebody behind a curtain and you could see their like shadow. You can do that on dreams. I literally don't remember how it's done though. Possibly you gotta be skinnier maybe. Let me see. Yeah, there's a way. I just literally don't remember the way. I think I gotta increase the detail maybe. There's a pretty cool effect. I don't remember how to do it though. Damn, I forgot how to do it. Yeah, I don't remember, man, but yeah, there's a really cool effect where you put a puppet behind the wall and you can see the puppet, like, puppet shadow through the wall. I don't remember how to do it. Damn. That sucks. Yeah, man, never mind. Sorry for letting you down. I forgot how it's done. Yeah, I don't remember. Damn. Backlight? Maybe. I don't remember if that's the way. Oh, yeah, there it is. Smart. That's what I forgot. Look at that. Nice James Bond. Yeah, that's how you do it. It's the backlight. That's what I was forgetting. It wasn't the front. I'm an idiot. But yeah, look, man. That's awesome. Pretty cool trick, you know? So like, I believe it doesn't matter how thick the wall is, to be honest. Man, I want Cyberpunk. Did you get Cyberpunk? I really want it, but it's not, that shit does not handle right. And I have a base PS4. I make this shit on a base PS4, man. Imagine if I had a Pro, or if I had a freaking PS5, man. My creations would be nuts. And the graphics. You didn't get it? Man, if I had a PC, I would've got it. If I had a PC that could run it, I would definitely get that shit. Oh, Rotten Cheese, remember that FPS thing? You know, remember I was trying to do FPS for the first time? I don't know if I think you popped into the stream. I got something pretty decent. This is just a little demo though, nothing crazy, but Yeah, I got some nice shooting going on, you know? It's my first FPS, first person. These first person animations were pretty hard, I'll tell you that. But yeah, you know, I got some nice shit going on. Shooting perfectly at the crosshair and everything. Inspecting weapon. Are you shooting an old man with a sniper arm? No, that's a zombie. Doesn't have a death switch yet, but yeah. Plus the zombie's pretty broken, as you can see. Do you use moves or DualShock? I use a DualShock. Only DualShock. I don't own moves. I don't want moves either. I don't think I can do with the moves. But yeah, rotten cheese. I might make an apocalyptic scene. I don't know. I already started it, so I just gotta make some apocalyptic buildings, though. That's a pain in the ass. Apocalyptic scene. I hate that paint doesn't draw shadows, but I could understand why. Because if paint was to draw shadows, that would be really heavy on the performance of Dreams. So I could see why they didn't make it that paint draw shadows itself. And you have to fake them. Because it would just be really heavy on performance. So yeah, I just use my leaves to fake the shadows, you know, since it has the same form. Yeah, these roads were a pain in the ass to make, man. Making these realistic roads, shit was painful. Another thing that I don't like about Dreams is, you know, that render image. Hopefully the PS5 version fixes that, where the image renders as you walk. I don't like that. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. I've seen actual games do it. For example, Watch Dogs Legion does something like this, where it renders the images as you go, depending on the distance. But Dreams just does it just because it wants to do it. You can't even turn it off. But yeah, look, like if I go over here, you see how the image is not rendered over there? Then I walk and then the image renders. It's like it renders depending on the zone. I don't know. Maybe the controlator, or not controlator. Maybe the this has to do something with it. I don't think so though, honestly. But you see that, right, Rotten Cheese? Like the render of dreams. Like look, see that right there? I can't see the full image unless I walk. Then you see the image, and then if I go back, the image disappears. Basically can't see the texture if I'm looking at a certain angle. Just gets harder to see. Now if I'm looking like this, it's fine because it's a top-down game. You won't see the renders coming. You won't see the renders coming up because it's a top-down game. So it's perfect. The Dreams is perfect for top-down games. I'll tell you that, because you can literally make things really high detail. I'll show you, and you won't see the renders. You're not gonna see the renders, and it's perfect because you can literally just have anything super high detailed, and it's gonna render before it even hits the camera. So Dreams is perfect for top-down. Look at that. You don't see. You can see the full detail, and it's already rendered by the time that you hit the camera. But if you're looking like first person view, third person, the renders are horrendous. Can you try to explain how to layer colors when you paint realistic sculptures? Yeah, I can tell you how. This is actually paint right here. This is actually paint, and you can see the paint if I were to do this. So look, you could actually see that I painted white, black. This took about I'd say 30 minutes to paint, and then I just used darken colors to darken it, and then yeah, you can just, so it's just texture. But yeah, I could show you how I went about doing this, and that should help you understand. So let me get a new piece of road. Let me just use this road, and I'll show you with this one. Alright. So let me just delete all these bumps that I got. Yeah, there's a lot of texturing that I did for this. Whoops. Sadly, I wanted Cyberpunk, but that's not happening because Cyberpunk is looking like it's shit. But yeah, alright, so here we got the road, right? For example. Now, I did do a lot of stuff to this road in order to make it look like that. As you can see, I have these weird corners and shit. We could remove those though. Alright. So I'm gonna do a new one, for example, to show you how it's done. And what's up, C, the Dream Master P? So here we have the color, right? We have a nice color. I believe this is black. It's like grayish type of black. It's like here in the middle. So now what I do is, there's two ways of doing this. Way number one is you can carve the texture, or you can just paint it. I usually carve it to give it that 3D feel using the surface snap. And there's like two little tricks you can do. I'll show you them. So basically you put the hole up, right? And make this really long. And then just do something like that, you know. This is just one way. I don't really use this way that much, but this is one way. And you can get a really easy wood texture or whatever, but you can change this into a road type of texture, you know. So you can leave the hole up or whatever. You can go to the stay upright, and basically now if you spin it, you'll have this weird thing going on. You can just make some weird road type of texture. Just, I don't know. It's up to you, you know. So, boom. Just making a little road texture right now. This is one way. And, once you do this, you could either paint it, or you can actually carve as you use the paint, as you use different colors. So I'll show you the difference. I got Insta, yeah, but I don't give out my Instagram. So here we have a road-like type of texture, you know, just something simple, nothing major. It's a little bit exaggerated, but you know. So here we have like the road type of texture, right? So if I were to, you can see it now like this. Now if I were to do this again, but this time with different carvings or whatever, different colors, you'll see the difference. Now this is one way of doing it. You can do it with colors, or you can do it with actual carvings. So I'm going to do it with actual carvings now so you can see the difference. So notice how I have only one color showing up. You can fix that by actually doing separate colors one by one, which is way more time consuming. But it is worth it. So let's say I do white first, right? And then I do a darker gray. Then I do the other darker gray. And I do the really dark gray. See how it's starting to come together? And then I do the really dark blacks, or whatever. See that? So now it's starting to come together because you're mixing the colors. So that's one way of doing it. Look at that. So now we start getting that actual road, you know? We start getting that road texture. Now the other way, which is more time consuming, super time consuming actually, is using paint. Now the paint method, you can do the two ways. You can either do dots, really small dots, and it will take you forever, I'll tell you that, because it takes forever to draw these dots. So you can do really small dots to get those small details, and then you just change the colors. Now one way of going around this and doing it faster is using the kaleidoscope, and this speeds up the process. This could take you about 15 to 30 minutes. But once you got all these dots placed in, it's pretty nice. So I'm just gonna show you real quick in the area. So we do these small dots, for example, for detail. This is if we don't want to do carving. If we don't want to do carving and we want to do actual textures, you know, without carving it, this is what you can do. You can get these dots, for example, and you can just layer colors on top. So you can either use blend mode or not use blend mode. If you want more higher detail, it's better to use blend mode, to be honest. So there we go. For example, I'm gonna use the darker grays now. Let me just start painting over those. The darks. And you just start seeing those colors coming together or whatever. See them? See how it's hard to tell because this is like black or whatever. Let me see if I could show you. Yeah, so this is like black, so it's hard to tell, but yeah, you understand how it would work. So you paint the details basically. Something like this. Now blend mode does make it easier. If you use a little tiny bit of blend, you can see it separates it more and makes it more helpful. I'm just going to use different colors so you can see the difference. Like orange, for example, right? You can just... I'm just showing you an example. You were making something orange with blended colors. And then to get rid of those weird patterns, you get out of kaleidoscope mode and you just basically go over those areas where you have repetition and make it look randomized. Yeah, there you got something cool. So, you know, but that's like one way of making textures. Now this is basically a wood texture that I made. So you could just change the color literally to a brownish type of color. And it's like a wood texture. Now obviously wood is not one color, so you know you would do multiple colors. So let's watch how easy I make this wood texture. Super easy in just a few seconds. It's only gonna take like, I don't know, I'd say a minute to make this wood texture. But watch this. So let's say I just pick a random brown. Just gonna literally pick random. And I'm just gonna just spray paint this one time, one tap, boom. So now we have a brown color right now. I'm just gonna do the same thing I did. Smear object. Right? Make sure I have my hole on, and I do. So now what I would do is I'd go to the browns. Boom. And now we'll have a spread of different colors. That's just an example. There you go. So it's something like that, for example. If you want it like realistic wood, you can't do really skinny colors like that. It's too skinny. You might have to spread them out a little tiny bit more. Still too skinny, you know. Yeah, but there's just a lot of shit you can do. I'm just showing you guys, but look. So you wanted to do some scratches or something. Yeah, there's one more way. This way is super time consuming. You basically carve the dots really small. Just carve them. Basically, like if you were making the road or whatever, you know, like that road I made, you would literally just carve every detail. And this is extremely time consuming. So you could already see it coming together like that, but it doesn't look as good as this. So there is a difference. But see ya, man. Have a good one. But there is a little trick you can do to make this really sharp. You can literally use the blend mode and flatten it, and it'll make it like super high definition. So I'll show you what I mean. So like, let's say you see how I have this right here? How you got this like road, this broken road type of texture that I made. Just carving it with my hand, my DualShock or whatever, right? So you can make this really sharp. Another trick is to like do the corners and like actually go in the corners and do the actual detailed textures. So look at the difference. See how it shows really sharp right there. But yeah, so let's say you do this. There we go. I don't know if it's gonna work on this one, but I don't see why it wouldn't. So you basically just use the blend mode, bring it up. And yeah, you can just see how it's like you can shape it out. See that? So it looks like an actual mapped texture, you know? Using the hard mode. See the difference? So yeah, there's just an example, you know. There you go, something like that, for example. Obviously, the detail is gonna sharpen that shit up, make it look super realistic. But yeah, that's one way of doing it. Well, certain ways, I mean. Those are certain ways. Bro, why is the square not deleting? Alright, fuck it. Alright, but yeah, that's just, you know, examples of how I would do some type of broken road texture. Now you won't really see these, you won't really get close enough to see this, so it doesn't really matter. So let's say I place my puppet guy here. You won't get close enough to see that oh, hold on, I already had a puppet out. And if you want me to show you how to make these realistic tree leaves, I'll show you how to do that. It's pretty simple. So, yeah. So yeah, look, for example, you know, you won't really see that. It looks realistic, and you won't really see those details. Obviously, this is top down, so let me just. All right, so look at that. See that? It looks realistic, and you're not gonna get close enough to the camera to see that. That's not that looks bad when you get close. You get it? So you got that really high detailed broken ground texture or whatever. Yeah, you're not gonna see that. So you could just like do a whole bunch of random cracks or whatever on the street. Really small detailed cracks. And get that weird looking detail. You know, stuff like that. Now you see the difference? See the difference between this one and that one? This one has an actual corner, like on the side. Like I said, you could either draw that corner and then carve in it, or you can use the blend mode and the blend mode will do that corner for you. So look at that, that's just an example right there. And then you can just continue carving in it. See that? See that magic? And then since you already carved outside of it, it starts shaping out the carves that are around it. So now you can basically just start carving anywhere you want and it'll shape it out because you already carved outside of it. Yeah, look. Now we have two really detailed carvings on this. But yeah, that's just secrets. My secret sauce. And you know, obviously other colors will give you the same effect. So this is the gray one, for example, the realistic looking one, because this is actual street cracks or whatever. And yeah, I'm not gonna go into full detail on this, but yeah, you get it. Yeah, that's how you layer colors. It's literally like blends, just mix colors together. If you know how to mix colors, then you can basically just blend that. Yeah, how long can this be? I want to see. Wonder how it handles performance. Oof. Too many trees. This starts breaking the game. Damn. Too much paintings is probably gonna break performance, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely. Did you take art school? No, I didn't. Damn, yeah, too many trees is definitely breaking performance. Too much paintings. Let's lower this to 15. Let's see, it's still breaking performance. It looks like it is. Damn, these trees look really good. Yeah, so these are some new trees I figured out how to make. I'll show you how to do it. It's pretty easy. But only thing is, I think that there's slowdowns with these trees, possibly. I could see frame drops coming in really slowly when there's a lot of trees in distance. Yeah, definitely. Slow down, FPS, resolution loss, yep. So definitely frame drops when there's a lot of paint in the area. What if I remove some? Oh, that drops the resolution drop. Yeah, so I guess it's just too much paintings in front of the camera, kind of break game. Now that isn't a problem in the PS5. On the PS5, that's amazing. Ooh, there goes the resolution drops again. Damn. But yeah, mixing colors is literally just blending. If you want to make something realistic, just look at a reference and try to blend those colors in. That's how I was. That's how I did this. Now this took a lot of blending, I tell you that. Lots of blending. But it started losing its resolution here. As you can see, it reached a certain cap. Well, it didn't reach it, but it started getting to a certain cap. When you paint too much on a sculpture. But no, I didn't take art school. I took graphic design. Well, I am a graphic designer, so that's probably why I know more stuff. And this was also painted, like different paint jobs, different paint spots to make this. And yeah. And these are the realistic leaves. I could show you how to make these if you want, but honestly, they're really good. They look amazing, but performance-wise, it's not good. This is only good for PS5. But I'll show you how it's done. And it looks fantastic in the lighting. Like if you have lights on it, it looks fantastic. Look at that. You know, some fake shadows or whatever. I wish that we had actual light rays and didn't have to use these weird lights for light rays. Because these light rays look really bad. Alright, so I don't know if you're still here, but before I go, I'll show you how to make the realistic leaves. It's pretty easy. So you get a speaker. Actually, let me show you how to make some realistic foliage first. So like, you do this. Just get the random green or whatever, or you can literally stick to the same color, but make this dark so you can see the difference. And let's say you use the dots, right? And you just do this. Oh, hold on, I forgot to put surface map mode on. Whoops, the fuck. Alright, so let's say you got some shit like this going on, right? This is how you would do some realistic looking foliage for the ground. Just showing you an example for ground foliage, and then I'll show you how to do the tree. So obviously you go to the greens, boop. I usually do 197. Use the ruffle. Lower that, the stretch or whatever. And yeah, there you got it. You got some nice looking foliage for the ground. No, this isn't the best way. The best way is going like this. Go into paint mode, go into the dots. You're literally gonna stamp one by one the dots. Stamp, 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 stamp. Just stamp them all around so you got a nice looking area. Just do it randomly, you know. Now this gives you the leaves. Well, not yet. Almost. For the leaves you gotta use the actual spear, but you can get some pretty nice looking leaves like this. Yeah, that's how you do some foliage type of stuff, you know. Like that. Now, like I said, I don't really like using this method. So I barely use a spear, I use a regular spear. and then I do the dots. So it's just same thing. Really small dots. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so you just do that. And then take it out. And now you're gonna have some realistic looking leaves. 197. Alright, so you go to inside sphere, increase the copies, bring it together, change this. I usually like to choose the all directions. Just make copies, or you just lower it. It's up to you how much you want to do, and I usually just do that. And then what you do is you copy this one, rotate it, copy this one, rotate it. You change the colors of each to get that different variation of colors in the leaves. And there you go. Now remember, this is paint, so it is pretty heavy on frame rate. Yeah, that's how you do the foliage out of paint. Or leaves out of paint, I mean. That's how I made these. But these you could only see when you put the color up. See? But yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. I've tried to make this out of sculpt, but it doesn't really work out. So, yeah. I guess we're stuck with paint. Alright, yeah, I don't know who's here, but I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna go to play some Rocket League. Wish it was Cyberpunk, but it's not.